Here's Ty and the Beezer.
Beezer, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ty.
All right, that's enough of you.
Yeah, I know. It's enough of me.
We are joined in the studio with a very special guest. Please welcome Mr. Boone Taylor. Boone, good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you along for the ride this morning, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a scary ride.
I know.
Hold on
I had
tight.
to inform. I had to give
Buckle
them
up.
the usual speech that, hey, the Beezer does bite. Please don't
Yes.
make any sudden movements around him. All that.
It's already happened once.
There's a reason you're here, Boone, and that is because you are the founder of Operation Mind, Body, and Soul, which is our nonprofit partner this year for our Country Showdown coming up in June.
Yes, and we are so honored to be the nonprofit that was picked for this. So I think it'll do a good thing. Veterans and country music go one and one.
Yes, they do. They obviously do, and it's a very important cause. Myself a veteran, you a veteran as well. Boone, before we get into Showdown and what's going to happen as far as our partnership, tell us a little bit about Operation Mind, Body, and Soul, obviously a cause that is very near and dear to your heart.
Definitely. Operation Mind, Body, and Soul, our mission is veterans helping veterans with PTSD, mental health, and thoughts of suicide. With that, mental health needs to be worked on daily. So we provide walkers, wheelchairs, electric scooters for veterans, just to make it easier for them to get so they don't have to go through the whole VA process. All you have to do is come in, sign your name, give us your phone number, and you can take an item that you need. We also have the rec area at the River Center, and we appreciate what the River Center does for us. But we have that space over there. It's a rec area and a gym that veterans can use free of charge anytime. So you can go get things out and work on that mental health and that physical fitness as well. We also do a thing called Your Story. We let veterans come in and tell their story. We'll film it. We'll put it on a thumb drive, and they can give that to their family whenever they would like it. Which it just helps them get it out. Let them talk about what they're going through and things like that. We also have a contract with the Vet Center, so the Vet Center will come here and do counseling. Instead of people having to drive all the way to Evansville, we provide that space for Vet Center to come here and do their counseling right here in Jasper.
Now, as far as a nonprofit partner for the Country Showdown, and Beezer, you can attest to this. Last year, it was the first year we did this.
Right, exactly.
And we partnered with TRICAP, which were amazing partners, and they were able to raise a lot of funds for the services that they provide, and they provide a lot.
Yeah.
As we approach this year's showdown, we had the decision to make whether we go with TRICAP again or try to. We wanted to spread the love.
Right,
And
exactly. Makes sense.
As Boone said, it was kind of a no-brainer, really.
Right,
Because country music, and obviously this area, we are very blessed to be in an area that does support the troops, that does support the men and women in uniform. Yes. And this was founded in 2023, I believe.
Correct.
Okay. Now, this is something that you have really built in a way so that this blueprint, this model, is not going to be exclusive here to DuBois County. In fact, I believe it's already happening in other counties here in Indiana.
Yes, we are actually working on putting one in Harrison County. Their numbers are pretty high, so we're looking to get that started. It takes time, it takes planning, and of course we want to find a place that will be suitable for what we need at a decent cost. But yes, we're working with like the health departments. We're working with the humane societies for service animals. We're putting together a plan that works in every county and make it as easy for veterans to get the help and the partnership that they need to make this happen.
There's a lot of reasons for why the statistics and the numbers paint a really terrible picture of the mental health of veterans, specifically at a much higher rate than a normal citizen. And I always go back to the deployment 08. We lost 2 individuals in the brigade overseas due to both rollover accidents. When we came back, we lost dozens to suicide.
We've lost more people to suicide than we have in our wars.
Wow.
And as far as veterans go. So we have to be there to help them when they need help. We got their back when they need it. We've had 6 veterans reach out to us in the past few months, and they're all still here. So we're doing something. We're doing something right.
That's great.
It is. There's a lot of reasons behind it. One, the stigma that it for somehow you have it in your mind that it's a weakness to ask for help. But also, veterans have experienced different traumas and different things that it's kind of hard to relate to the civilian world, and that's where Operation Mind, Body, and Soul, because you were a veteran yourself, and veterans can talk to veterans.
Yes, yeah, they will open up to us. If it is a firearm issue, I'm going to talk someone out of a firearm, a veteran out of a firearm before a police officer will, just because they understand. And a firearm is meant to protect your family. If it gets to the point where it's not protecting your family, you need to take those routes and those actions to make it a safe home.
So what we are doing this year is we are donating $2 from every advance ticket sold to the Country Showdown directly to Operation Mind, Body, and Soul. And I believe Boone also going to possibly be running a different kind of fundraiser during the event. We'll get to that once we have the details.
Okay.
But $2 of every advance ticket sold, Beezer. So you can stop by the WBDC studios and get those tickets. They are $15. Kids 12 and under are free.
Yes, exactly. You can get those tickets here at the studios and get them ahead of time. And like you said, $2 of every ticket sold goes to Operation Mind, Body, and Soul. And we will raise a lot of money. We'll sell out this year.
And Boone, on behalf of everyone, but especially myself, I've been very much know all the things that you've been up to. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how your wife's put it up with you, because you are a very busy man, but hats off to what you're doing. It's amazing work, and you are one of those people that's you're a doer. You get it done.
Yes.
There's a lot of talk out there, but you put boots on the ground and make it happen.
Well, my family stands behind me. My wife is great. She
is a saint.
She is.
Janelle, if you're listening, you're a saint.
So, yeah, if I didn't have the support of my family, I wouldn't be able to get everything done that I get done. So I thank them very much. We also have a lot of other organizations here, the VFW, the Legions. They have been great supporters of what we do, and they've been helping out the Southern Indiana Leathernecks, which is very active in this community. They help a lot. So we're seeing that support from our community to help us with this project. So we're not doing it alone, by no means. It takes a community effort.
We are honored to be a part of this and help out in any way we can with our showdown this year, coming up Friday, June 6th. Tickets are on sale now. You can stop by the WBDC studios anytime during normal business hours. They are $15. And of course, $2 of that going to go directly to Operation Mind, Body, and Soul Corps. You're in the studio. We got to talk to Brain Tease this morning because, Boone, you and I are of a certain age. We're getting older. Now, obviously, we have the Beezer here to make us feel a little younger.
Right.
As usual. So we're talking about modern technology and phrases that have gone extinct due to modern technology.
Right.
This was the Brain Tease this morning. The number 2 phrase was, Beezer, check the answer machine.
Check the answer machine. Thank you.
Do you
Thank
even listen to this station?
I didn't. I missed it this morning.
Number 1 is please be kind, rewind.
Yes, and that's a phrase that you know all too well from your years working in the video store.
I worked at Movies and More, the greatest video rental store that's ever existed. I've also worked at Family Video and Blockbuster.
It was the only one, wasn't it?
So
You're darn right.
So my question is, how many people were kind and rewound?
Not a lot.
Really?
Yesterday we went through one of the outbuildings here at the studios, and we have a lot of equipment that we probably shouldn't have anymore. But I found a VHS rewinder back there, and Caitlin, who is of the new generation, I had to. Hey, what is this? She said, I don't know. It looks like a cassette goes in it or something.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's a rewinder.
It's a VHS reminder.
I was on the misfortune of being during the transition. So VHS was still very much the number one format, but DVDs were coming out. And every single
joke.
Oh my goodness. Boone, I'm telling you, it was like a dozen Beezers walking in every day.
Yes.
I guess I don't have to rewind this, as they would hand it. Oh my.
Yes.
We were talking about earlier how the cassettes where you use the pencil to rewind it.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Hey, I need to rewind this. You got a pencil?
Yeah.
But that was, it was everybody that rented, every 40 to 50-year-old man that rented a DVD for the first time, that's what they would say when they come back. I guess I don't have to rewind this.
Yeah.
I always go back to, we've talked about this before, on New Year's Eve, which is the worst night.
Yeah,
in video
exactly. Well, I guess I don't have to bring this back till next year.
rental. Beezer humor.
Yeah, pretty much. That's something I would say.
What's some other phrase? You guys think of any other phrase that really doesn't apply anymore because of that? Because of technology? That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. I mean, I find myself every once in a while calling something the ice box instead of the refrigerator.
I
'cause
have
it's
that's how old
old.
Beezer is.
Well, it's because my parents and grandparents used it all the time. So it's just, and it is easier.
I
to
have
say.
never once heard my grandparents refer to that as the
Well,
ice
you have
box.
younger grandparents.
Oh, I forget you're ancient.
Yes.
Do you ever
But
call it the ice box?
Go to the ice box.
I never called it an ice
No.
box.
Okay,
I-
thanks.
I've
Thanks,
heard it-
guys.
I've heard it called
thanks,
the ice
Thanks
box.
a lot.
And actually, I think I'm older than you, Beezer.
You don't look like it.
No, he doesn't.
Ice box. That is one.
But
Here's
yeah.
one. Can you videotape this?
Yes, exactly.
Although people still say it, you're not real. There's no tape.
Well, they still say cut a record.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
in our business, how many spins is that song getting? It doesn't spin anymore. It gets
No.
played.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a
So, but
lot
they're
of
not really extinct phrases. People just
yeah, like and I know in TV, if they want us to keep recording, they say stay at speed. And that's an old expression from roll.
I stay
film.
away from speed.
Yeah, stay.
Any speed.
Yes.
Actually,
But
all
yeah.
kinds of speed.
Yeah, but
47 Plymouth. And the kids loved riding in it because they
Yeah.
don't have to wear seatbelts because there were no seatbelts.
Oh, Beezer, you
Yeah.
remember that?
Grandfather's
no.
in, and it had a cigarette lighter. My son was like, "What's that cigarette lighter? That thing you push in?"
yeah.
I've been asked that by my kids. So what is that?
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
well, for all extensive purposes, that's where you just plug in your chargers.
right, exactly. That's what it is. But yeah, you used to be able to light up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. It
used to
makes
be
me some
ashtrays.
things are. We see we're getting into the period of time where it's stuff that I grew up with that's becoming outdated
Yeah.
and extinct, and that makes me feel old.
My very first car still had ashtrays in it.
My first car, I had to use a pencil to just turn the volume up. That's
Yeah.
just because it was a piece of junk.
Yes, right, exactly.
Yeah, that was 1989 Cavalier Z24 with the square rims.
Oh, that's
Boone, you remember those?
Square.
The Cavalier had the hubcap was actually it was a square. It was a circle, but inside was the pattern was a square.
Was that before they turned them into a circle, or?
It was ugly.
I know.
It was ugly.
Oh my goodness.
It was
But
ugly.
your car was from the 80s.
But it had the windows in the middle of the car like a Camaro, so I thought I was cool.
You thought you were cool. You thought. That's the key word. Thought.
We all had CB radios in our cars. Was that a thing when you were growing up?
No.
Well, it was just my loser friend group.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. Losers! We
Yeah.
would all talk to each other.
Yeah, that's how you communicated before the phones became. You didn't have to kill your minutes in the afternoon.
Don't you call me before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, don't
What's
call me
going-
before 9 o'clock.
There's a phrase
yeah.
that you don't hear often. Don't call me till after 9. Now it's don't you dare call me after 9.
Right.
I'm more like, don't call me until afternoon.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need the morning time to just
Right.
wake up, and then at night, leave me
Right.
alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Boone, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Operation Mind, Body, and Soul, this year's nonprofit partner with the WBDC Country Showdown presented by Mercy Urgent Care. We are honored to be a small part of your amazing mission. Thank you so much for what you're doing. And I know you're always looking to do more. If anyone out there, before we go here, if anyone out there would like to learn more about Operation Mind, Body, Soul, or possibly even make a donation or help out, how do they do that?
They can go on our Operation Mind, Body, and Soul Facebook page. We do have a donation box at Operation at the River Center. We are looking to do some tiny houses for homeless vets. I'm partnering with POF Construction on that. So those are some things to get our veterans active and doing things here in the community for another good cause. So if somebody is willing to help donate materials or to that cause, we would appreciate it.
Boone, thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks for all you do. And thank you for your service.
You're welcome, and you too.
Beezer, get out of here.
It's time for me to go. Thank you, guys.
7:30 Sports are up next on WBDC.